Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I'm Brandon, and this is Goizueta Business School. You know, I've had a pretty amazing experience here, if I really think about it. Personally, professionally, met so many amazing people. But when I really think about it, I think there's one particular person that when we all look back, we will look back with great fondness. A person who, by collective opinion, is destined to be one of the greatest philosophers of our generation. I'm, of course, speaking of Faisal. Now, I wanted to make sure that my opinion wasn't alone in this matter. So we went out and talked to the masses about the man one day we will all look back on as the great Faisal.
When I first met Faisal, we were doing a team building exercise, and honestly, he seemed a little too comfortable with being fake arrested as a part of the exercise. And then casually, out of the blue, in a normal conversation, he says, "You can't fly like an eagle if you hang out with turkeys." I knew then I was way out of my league.
One time he said, "You can have sight, but no vision." That's some deep shit.
Today I want to talk to you about Dr. Faisal Kosa. 1. Dr. Kosa is trisexual. What does that mean? That means he will try everything once. Number 2, you cannot make chicken soup with chicken shit. And 3rd, speaking of food, in life, if you're not at the table, you'll be on the menu. Thank you.
All right, one of my favorites, of course, is when Faisal says, if you jump out a window, you don't need to know about gravity to fall down. That was really thoughtful.
One of the profound moments in my MBA program was when I was on the phone with Faisal, and we were going through a really complicated situation, and he told me, for an airplane to fly, it must fly into the wind. I didn't quite understand what that meant at the time, and quite frankly, I still don't understand what it means.
Hi, my name's Jason. I'm a BBA student here. This other day, I walked down the hallway, and I heard this voice say, leaders and demigods are the same. They're both results oriented. Now, I stopped and thought, what even is a demigod? You know, it sounds really smart. You know, I really gotta meet this guy.
One day I heard Faisal say, if things don't change, nothing will change. And that really made my head spin. But after I gave it a little more thought, I realized what he was trying to say, what he said is that if things don't change, nothing will change.
I remember speaking with Faisal during the admissions process, and at one point he said to me, "You're never as good as you think you are, but you're also not as bad as others may think." That struck me as an interesting comment to make to an admissions officer.
Greetings from Yale University. Chance has no memory. Brilliant. Probably the most profound statement I've heard in all my years in academia. And the most interesting thing is that it came out in the middle of a case discussion and wasn't even related to the case we were talking about. Or maybe it was, and it's just that Faisal was the only person in the room able to make that connection.
So here I am really trying to concentrate on the finance class, and Faisal leans over to me and says, "You know, Javed, you can have sight but no vision, or vision but no sight." And I really thought about it, and I turned to him and I said, "Faisal, just shut the fuck up."
As you can imagine, there were many Faisalisms to choose from when making this video. But when life hands you a bag of gems, you really can't go wrong in your choosing. So this video was intended to not only showcase the infinite knowledge sprinkled throughout the program, but to also recap on the many moments when I'm sure quite a few of us left the classroom wondering our own self-worth. So thank you, Faisal, for spreading the wealth of knowledge and for always keeping us on our toes.